Hey, thanks for checking in. Today I want to give you a status update about my hobby project that I've been working on for the past year. The Octacon MIDI controller for Bitwig Studio. Both hardware and software are fully open source. Check out the GitHub link in the video description. Let's check out what the controller can do today. I have opened a demo project in Bitwig Studio. You'll see the controller in the bottom right of the video. Let me switch it on. The controller features 8 enter knobs with a push button function and a color LED. In the middle we have 2 black and white OLED displays. They're actually super sharp, which unfortunately my webcam cannot capture well. Initially the controller is in passive mode. This is indicated by the less saturated LEDs. In the passive mode the display shows control changes, but the Octacon is not sending any values. So if I play the track and switch to a control page, you'll see the value changes shown on the display. The idea of this passive mode is to protect the project from unwanted changes, as the knobs are super sensitive. With this knob we can quickly go back and forth between the 2 modes. So you see when I touch it, the LEDs are brighter, and then I can make changes, and we see this on the screen as well. And if I touch it again, I'm back in passive mode. Let's go quickly over the display layout. The 8 values that you see correspond to the currently selected remote control page. So in Bitwig, this is activated with this button here. The LEDs on the Octacon match the colors for the parameters. So you see that on the control page, there are these little triangles, and those are the colors that are also show on the controller with the LEDs. For each of the control, you have a human readable value. So this can be like a percentage, or like a text, or decibel, hertz, milliseconds, semitones, whatever the control unit is about. And then you have a bar that shows the current value we have selected. And below the bar we have the label of the control. Some controls have tick marks, and those indicate that they're only discrete values. In this example you see, for instance, the octave control has settings of 0, -1, and 2, and those like tick marks show you where the change is going to happen to the next value. Or we see this for the LFOs. We have like different, for the sub we have different waveforms like sine, half sine, and so on, and we can see that there's a couple of options to choose from. In the middle we have a path that tells you what you're currently editing. The path is consists of the track, the device name, and the control page. And if I change the page, now on this main page, so if I change the page, then you see that new values showing up immediately, and you see that also reflecting in the path. This also shows you why one specialty of this controller. So a lot of classical controllers have potentiometers with an indication of the setting, and then you always have to take over the value. In Octacon these are enter spots, so whenever you switch those pages you can immediately start changing the values, and there's no need to take over and dial the control first to the position that was previously set by the device. It just immediately takes the right position into account. Yeah, let's play a bit with the settings and see how that changes the sound. So I feel that having access to all those values at once is great for exploring the possible sounds. But that's not all we can do. When you press any of those push buttons, the controller switches to navigation mode. In this mode, all the LEDs are white. In navigation mode, you can scroll through tracks. So I can do this on this side, so we can go through the different tracks, and you see that the device chains switch accordingly. This goes down to the master and your send tracks. Just close this. And once we are on a certain track, we can use the knob below to go through the device chain. So you see the active one also on the screen, because those like little triangles show up. I haven't found a way to actually move the cursor selection also along with it, but it will scroll also along when you have a lot of devices. And then if we just, like, for instance, go back to this one, because we have the control page open, the last one here lets you go through the different control pages also. So you see with the steps how many are there, with the tick marks, and you can choose the page you want to edit, and then just with a click of the button you're going to go back to the control page and you can start tweaking those values. But there's one more thing in navigation mode. So let me switch back. This top right button acts as the last clicked control, as a proxy for it. So in Bitwig Control, the new audio interface that Bitwig launched this year, you have this big dial, and that is where they added the feature. And in this mode, this remote control will edit whatever you point your mouse cursor to. So if you move this over the cutoff frequency here, then you can just change the cutoff frequency. If you move it to resonance, you can change the resonance. And I feel this is super great for just making quick edits all over the place. And yeah, when you're done, just go back and then you're just on the control page that you're editing already. So this concludes the tour of the device. I still have a lot of ideas for future improvements. This is open source after all, so it will get better with every firmware update. Let me know in the comments what you think about the project, and please check out the project on GitHub. Thanks for watching.